Hold on. Okay. Welcome to Sarah on a Bad Brain Day.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So, forgive me for the way I look and sound. Having a very low spoon day. Where are my spoons? I have no spoons. If you don't know what the spoon theory is, definitely check it out. It's basically a metaphor that us spoonies, or chronically ill and disabled people, use to explain how we're feeling. Because of that, I haven't actually gotten ready yet. I just had my breakfast and my drugs, still having my coffee. And need to use notes because my brain's not working. So with dysautonomia, it affects everything. It affects, oh, look at my eye. It affects that. Affects speech, thinking, brain fog, and with fibromyalgia, I get fibro fog as well. Breathing, eyesight, heart rate, temperature regulation. Like, I'm really hot right now, but I was freezing just a minute ago. Digestion, everything. In this little video, considering I'm feeling so crap, and I've dedicated to do a video every day till Christmas to celebrate Vlogmas. Today's video is how I deal with my disabilities in December. So in Australia, December is summer, real hot summer, and with, you know, climate change and everything, it's just getting hotter and hotter. Yesterday was 39 degrees where I live. 39. I feel crap on, 20 degrees. So it was hard. So that's why today I'm just exhausted. I sweated out all of my brain juice or something. Alright, how about I stick to the notes and not ramble about brain juices? Obviously, this is what I do. I'm not a medical professional. And even if I were, I'm not your medical professional. So do what's good for you. Talk to your people about you. Okay, this is what I do. So my doctor, dysautonomia also affects sleep. So my doctor wants me to sleep as long as possible on even my good days. So days like today, sleeping as long as I could. Hence still in the pajamas. I made these pajamas though, by the way. Christmassy. Anyway, back to the notes. Take your meds. Very important. Sometimes you gotta double up on your meds. Obviously, talk to your doctors about that. I'm already on the highest dose of the medication that I'm on. So the only thing I can double up on is salt, which brings me to the next part. Lots and lots of water, lots and lots of salt. Basically, we're mermaids. We just gotta have salt water around us all the time. But obviously I can't get in salt water because I'll drown. Anyway, I also take, depending on how hot it is, I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of caffeine. Some people with dysautonomia, the caffeine actually makes them feel worse, same with alcohol and things, but caffeine actually makes me feel a hell of a lot better. It's amazing. But because dysautonomia affects temperature regulation, sometimes can't have normal coffees. That's why I'm feeling a bit shit right now. But yeah, so I have POTS, which is the high heart rate, as well as neurocardiogenic syncope, which is a low heart rate. But caffeine, which obviously makes your heart rate go higher, still makes me feel better, which is weird. Relaxing as much as possible. So I spend, as much as I possibly can of the day on the couch with people, watching, Disney Plus or some Christmas movies or Netflix.
You gotta see this!
Don't touch anything. I'm just gonna call the police. I'll carry the stuff up there. Let them deal with it, okay?
I can't read when I got a bad brain day. Unfortunately, it just jumbles too much together. So it sucks. So I just gotta chill out. I love to watch kiddie, colorful movies, especially ones I've seen before and loved before, because I get a bit slow. It's sort of like when you're drunk and everything's just a bit swirly and you can't get out what you're trying to say and everything. That's how it sort of feels like for me, but way worse, obviously. So I like to watch something I've seen a billion times before, and that usually make me feel good, like cartoon Disney movies. I like to watch Ratatouille a lot when I'm feeling sick. Good old princess ones. Been loving Sleeping Beauty recently. That's what I do. But legs up. You gotta help body. See, I just forgot the word for bloody body. Help your body to get the blood back up in the brain. So when we start to feel just a little bit funny, not even quite headaches yet, it's already, I think it said 25% blood loss in the brain for us with dysautonomia. And then when we start to actually get a bit, lightheaded and funny, so say with my eyeball, that's 40% of the blood loss in the brain, which is not great, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse, because gravity, gravity's the enemy for us. So, by having the legs up and your head down, you're helping to push all the blood back up to your brain, and hopefully you'll feel better soon. Compressions are also great if you have any. Compression socks, compression leggings. But again, this really sucks because December, it's so hot. Like yesterday, for 39 degrees, I was able to wear compression socks and very little else for the first section of the day, but I just got way too hot, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to die and take off my socks. So it helps and it makes it worse at the same time. My cardiologist did suggest me buying those real expensive, real weird looking fashion leggings. He told me the ones with cutouts in them with the mesh, as long as they're compression, because then that will help their air regulation as well, so it'll cool down a little bit, because compressions are obviously tighter and thicker than other, oh Jesus, that happens a lot too, just because I'm clumsy, but also, I got no spoons. Oh. Anyway, what were we doing? Notes. Compressions, yeah, so that can be hard when you're in a hot climate. Obviously, if you can afford air conditioning, that is wonderful as well. Any use of aids is wonderful. So, like right now, I've got my glasses on, even just to look at the camera, because without it, it's just, everything gets so much more blurry and dizzy than usual that it just completely messes with my brain and I can't focus, and then I'll, so glasses, whether people need, I don't know, hearing aids or whatever as well, like things that you'd normally use, but you just really, really gotta rely on them more when you're having a bit of a bad brain day. So shower chair, if I can make it to the shower today. Some days we don't, and that's just part of chronic illness. Some days we can't do it. It takes a lot of spoons. Check out the spoon theory, okay? Sometimes can't wash your hair for a long time. Dry shampoo is wonderful, But I really want to try and shower. I'm all sweaty and gross. So shower chairs are wonderful. Usually if I get out, if I'm having a good day, I'll use my cane, my walking stick, but I'm not going out today. I don't care what happens. But for some reason, if I did have to go out, I couldn't rely on that. I need to up the game. So have someone push me in the wheelchair. I don't really like using my mobility scooter when I'm like this as well, because my reaction time isn't great, and so I'm not very good at driving it like that, you know. So it's very, very hard. That's basically it. And I deliberately said deal with the disabilities in December because I'm not really a fan of when people say overcome. Obviously, if you have a disability and you say that you're overcoming it, then, you know, you can say whatever you want. But especially when able-bodied people say like, oh, look, they overcame their disability. But no, I can't overcome this. This is lifelong. There is no cure. I can't regrow the dead neurotransmitters in my brain that have caused this to happen. There's no overcoming it. There'll be some good days, there'll be some bad days. That's life. This is my life forever. Welcome to it, you know. So yeah, this is me dealing with it. And that's not being negative, it's cynical. This is honesty. And again, that's another thing. Some people think the chronically ill community are very cynical and negative. And, you know, sometimes, yeah, we are. Stuff sucks, you know. But us talking about our life, which often includes a lot of health or lack of health talk, that's not negativity, that's honesty. Don't say that we're complaining and things like that. That's a lot of the time all that we have to talk about. Some of us aren't lucky enough to go to work and things like that, lucky enough to do studies. This is all we have sometimes, at least for a good majority of our day. It's not complaining. Anyway, I've spoken for too long and now I'm sticky with coffee. So I've hoped the amount of times that I've mucked up what I'm saying, that should be a clue to me to be like, hey, stop talking, watch your ratatouille, chill out, get your legs up. I don't know my legs up for this video. Maybe that'll be the next one. So yes, I hope that this has enlightened you a little bit, possibly given you some tips. Sorry, this isn't a very merry one. Oh yeah, quickly, Christmas. So, Christmas is a big day, obviously. I have breakfast with my parents and that. But I can't go to Christmas lunch anymore. I'm too sick for that. And that's with my stepdad's family. My dad's family are all interstate. But we do have a big Christmas dinner with my mum's side of the family, who I adore. So I have to save my spoons, save my energy for that. So I have the breakfast with the immediate family, and then I go back to bed in the middle of the night while everyone else goes out and has Christmas lunch, and then I save my spoons, and then I can go to dinner. So again, that's something that we have to deal with sometimes. You know, I can't do a lot of things outside. I can't stand for very long on a good day, let alone bloody 39-degree days. So we got to make even more sacrifices than usual, which really sucks. But yeah, that's how I deal in December. Let me know how you deal. If you have any tips, maybe put them in the comments and share with other people. Again, I hate to do it, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and my weird rambling. And you'll be notified for other future things. Alright, I'm not making sense now. I better go and lie down and watch some cartoons. Have a good day, everyone.